Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I'm here with the first of my latest two Doily mini albums. And this one features cameos. And this is it. This is the front cover. And you can see I kind of made it really, really chunky. I just love making them like this. So this is the front cover. And I used on this mini, I used a lot of like box pleated and scallop trims around the edging. And then this Cameo here, it's actually a pin. And I did put it on the doily so that the pin could be taken off if anyone, if the person that has it wanted to take it off. And there's like 3 or 4 layers of my usual dangle trims on the bottom. I won't bother to show you all because you know what they look like, but I'll just kind of do the highlights. This trim here, I put the little clay flowers. Here's a doily over this flower dangle, and I put the larger clay flowers on that. And there's a rhinestone piece in the center. So that's the front. And then on the spine, I used seam binding, and I added this tassel, and I put rhinestones around the tassel. And then I'll show you the back. This is the back. I made a flower for it. I used this pearl ruffled trim, and then this vintage trim around the edging. And then there's some more dangles down the bottom. So let's open it up. Here's the first 2 pages, and the 2 pages are of images. I tried to kind of make this look like a cameo by putting the rhinestones around the edging of it. I added 2 layers of this thin trim here, and there's more dangles here. And then on this piece here, I added the tiny rhinestones with the different colors, the mixed colors. And here's a doily here, and then there's some 2 rows of box pleated trim there. And then on this one, I added this trim here. It's kind of a funky little circle trim. And underneath that is an embroidered trim that I had cut to be able to place around it. And then I put different flowers. I just alternated between these resin flowers and the flowers with the little rhinestone in the middle. And then here's some of this trim. It's got netting on it, and it's scalloped. I love this. I think I used what I had of it, so I have to try to see if I can get some more. And then there's 2 flower appliques with pearl buttons that I took off of a wedding album. I mean a wedding dress, rather. And then there's the usual trims down the bottom. And then the next 2 pages, here's another boy, I'm really messing this up, but I really don't feel like doing this video over again, so please bear with me. Here's another cameo. This one I did attach to it because it was more like a button. It wasn't a pin. And this is a piece from a curtain. Underneath is a doily, which now you can't even see, but that's okay. It's a doily mini album. I took these flowers. It was like a trim, a vintage trim, and I just cut the flowers individually, and I added my little clay flowers around the center. Then this is a dangle piece here. I added a resin and rhinestone flower in the middle of that. More dangles underneath. And then here's the flower page. I added some more of that pearl ruffle trim. This is the flower that I made, and it's got the pearl and rhinestone center. There's some flower appliques from a curtain. And then there's just lots of, on these dangles, I put my little clay flowers on the dangle pieces here. And then these two, here's another image, and I framed her in this embroidered trim here that I cut out individually to make it fit, and then I cut out some more of the flowers from the trim, and I added them on top, and then I added the rhinestones in the middle of each flower. Here's some blue clay flowers here. There is some blue in the background of that. And you can see I added some more of the box pleated trim. And there's 2 or 3 rows of filler and dangle trim there. And then here's another Cameo, which also I attached. The only one that's unattached is the one on the front cover. And I just love this one. And here's a doily, and I put the little lavender clay flowers. There's another doily behind that. This trim here I cut to fit to go around, and then there's another vintage trim that's around the back of it. And then on this front trim here I added the little pink flowers, and here's a larger white clay flower there. And there's more trims there. And then here's the back of it again. So that's it. That's it. Like I said, it's pretty chunky, but I love how it came out. And yeah, I just think it enhances the cameos. And I really like this is the first time I think I've used one of these for the spine. So that's it. This is the first doily mini that I've made in the last few weeks, and I hope you like it. And I have been thinking about selling a few of my things that I've made. Like I have wall hangings, and I have at least 2 or 3 doily albums. I've kept 2 for myself, that I've made specifically for me, but I guess there's no point in keeping, 5 or 6 doily minis or 5 or 6 wall hangings. So I think I will, if anybody's interested and wants to, inquire of what I am selling and all that, then I will put my email in the description box, and you can email me and let me know if you're interested. And if you are, I will send you photos, but this will be one of them. So, okay, that's it. I'll see you again soon with another project share. I hope you like this, and leave me a comment if you'd like. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon. Bye for now.